can totally make a rocking chair with some of this wood.
Yeah, a huge rocking chair.
Yeah. We gotta figure out what we're gonna drink when we sit in the rocking chair.
Yeah, what are we gonna drink?
I was thinking of making some apple cider, pressing some apples.
Yeah, it's the time of year for that.
I think there's a farm we could go get some apples at. You want to make some hard cider?
Yeah, and then let you ferment a bit while we build the rocking chair.
Do we have to build anything to make the cider?
Yeah, like a wooden press.
Or we could crush the apples with the rocking chair.
Yeah.
Let's get the wood.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. As always, the plan changes. We came to buy wood to make a rocking chair, but we realized we didn't have anything to drink while we're in the rocking chair. Since it's apple season, we decided to make an apple press. We're going to get the apples, we're going to press them, we're going to turn it into hard cider. But first we have to start off and figure out how to make the press, which we're going to do now. Guys, hit me.
So we need like some kind of a barrel.
Yeah, cylindrical barrel that has like slats in it to let the juice flow out.
Why don't we do a drawing?
Start off with a frame.
And then our barrel would be here.
Also, we need to make some metal rings to keep all the slats together.
So we should probably use stainless for that.
Yeah, because they'll be in contact with the food. You can weld stainless, right?
Yeah.
And then we could make some kind of a machine to mash it up into smaller pieces.
What do you think? Some kind of a drum?
Anything that rotates that just destroys apples.
This will be like the least hack thing we've made.
And then it needs to go into a bag, which will sort of keep in the finer pulp.
What's our bag going to be made out of?
We could use hemp fiber for the bag. That's really strong.
That'd be awesome.
And natural.
And maybe local. Can we do this all today, you think?
No.
So from an apple's perspective, you would get chewed up, spit out as pulp into a bag to barrel, and then compressed.
Right.
The pulp stays in the bag,
Yeah.
and then the juice comes into here.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this dude will help us
bring the apples in.
The apples in.
Yeah.
So we don't add anything to the cider to make it hard. No, it's the natural sugars, right?
There's like little yeasties that live on the actual apples.
And then after a couple of weeks, we bottle it.
Yep.
And then we have hard cider.
Right, and then drinking it.
That part I think we got figured out. We figured out how to make our press. It's going to look something like that. We've got the wood, and now we're going to be heading to an organic farm to pick up some apples so that we'll have enough to make enough cider to last us till the spring. Let's go.
I can smell the apples already.
I think it's just down here. Looks like our design.
That's hilarious.
This is exactly it. This is everything. The press is right here.
That's the one.
Maybe I'll knock.
Oh yeah, maybe we should start using their machinery.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, guys. I'm Gay.
Hi,
Hi.
Jay.
Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
We just designed exactly this.
Really?
Almost exactly. We're going to try to make one ourselves.
Have you used this one before?
Yeah, we've tried it, but I have to tell you, it's a little slower than the one I have inside. This makes about 100 gallons an hour.
Wow.
The apples go in a chopper, and the pulp comes down, and it goes between these two belts. And that squeezes the apple pulp, and the juice comes out down in here.
Do you ever use the apple waste for anything else?
We compost with it and put it back on the orchard, so, you know, what comes out goes back in. And this is all the apples that we have left.
May I try one?
You just help yourself,
What kind is this?
These are tiny, tiny Macintosh.
Do you think there's a possibility we could buy some apples from you today?
Sure, I can even sell you some cider. But it isn't hard yet because it was just made.
It's fun because we're driving.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good.
I'm Charles.
Nice to meet you. Oh, look at that. Lovely.
Look at that. The cider's just pressed. No fermentation has happened. And what we're going to do is, this tool is called a hydrometer. And its job is to float in the sample. And there's a scale on here that will tell you how much dissolved sugars you have in there, and that translates into the amount of alcohol that can ultimately be produced. What a beautiful color.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And that is floating at 1.040. And that is going to yield almost 6% strong apple cider.
If we wanted to do a natural fermentation, not adding any yeast, how risky is that?
It depends if it's your lucky day or not. If it's not your lucky day, and most people don't have lucky days, you can have vinegar bacteria in there. While you're making your cider, everything smells wonderful and tastes wonderful and is going along so well, and you're so happy with your product, and a month later you've got a lot of salad dressing.
Right.
Of course, that's not going to happen to any cider you're making, though, right?
We're gonna have a lucky day.
Oh, very good, very good,
Yeah.
very good.
We decided to make cider, hard cider. So we've gone to the lumber yard, we've gotten some wood, we've gotten a ton of apples, we've got everything we need to ferment it into some hard juice. We are so excited, and we just can't hide, or we're gonna get started making the press. We decided to make hard cider in the loft. We've got a ton of apples, we've got everything we need to make the press, and we're gonna start doing it.
It goes in the hopper. I attach the grinder, which is basically a rotary drum which chews the apples into little bits. And it's going to spray it into a bag, which will be made out of hemp fabric. And then it's going to be tossed into this barrel-like structure, and then a turnbuckle that cinches down on the pulp.
Sweet.
Thus applying pressure, extracting juice into the catch-off area here, and then ferment it for 2 weeks.
Where do we want to start?
We can start with the frame.
With the frame, and then build the slats for the barrel.
Okay, so this is like the corkscrew that's going to compress the apples?
Exactly. This thing's from scaffolding, so it should be strong.
I don't know, what at the construction site, how many levels do they have on this thing?
Well, sometimes
before you took it.
Oh, 60 stories probably.
Yeah, 59 now.
59. We need the hemp cloth for the liner bag to the barrel.
And that's the stuff that you went out, got on Yonge Street?
Yep. Smell this.
Oh.
It smells like a head shop.
Does that mean that our cider is going to taste like this?
I can start building the frame.
Okay.
I can measure out the slats.
Okay, so I'll cut the metal and then take it over to Steve, and he can bend them into hoops.
56 Lincoln Coupe chassis. We're going to be chopping the suspension out of it and putting an air ride.
Well, maybe you can help us hot rod our apple cider press.
Yes.
We have some stainless steel that we need to make hoops out of. How many cars do you own?
3 cars, 2 trucks, and 3 motorcycles, and 1 vintage lawn tractor.
So I was thinking you could get a bunch of pals and you could do a parade, like all your vehicles. This is awesome. Thanks, man.
All right.
Okay, we'll be back with cider, hopefully.
Cool. Where's the,
Fit?
does that look like it lines up?
That looks weird.
Yeah, it does look weird.
Yeah, it's a bit tight.
Oh, it's like changing a bike tire.
Let's loosen up all of these middle screws.
It's just about there.
Yeah, there we go.
That's hilarious. Wow.
The barrel is done. So, yeah. So we should probably take a break.
Man, you guys hungry?
Yeah.
We got apples.
Why don't we make an apple pie?
You mean like
And
eat
just-
something?
Yeah, hang out and just
Yeah.
like chill.
And I've got some spice. I'm just gonna make a butter crust. A little bit of butter, a little bit of flour, a little bit of sugar,
You
1
put-
egg.
Interesting. I can't wait to try it with the egg.
And then we'll do it upside down, okay? Like we'll put a crust on top, we'll bake it, and then we'll flip it.
Martins,
Yeah.
how are those bags going?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, this one's almost done.
Sweet.
I just need to hem the seam.
That's great.
I just figured that to dump that down is a little bit less work because you don't have to do the top crust. And I like butter too. And then I'll hit it with lemon juice, and then we'll put the crust on top, and we'll throw it in the oven. Okay, is it sticking or is it good? Is it good?
It's good. It's good.
Sweet. Sweet. What are we gonna do with all the extra crust?
Eat it.
Do you like raw dough? Going in.
While this is cooking, let's hook up the grinder so we can try the press.
Well, we can build the grinder when the pie's in the oven.
Yeah. I have to say, this is one of the finer looking devices we've made to date.
Well, the theory is that it's just going to go straight down into this one point of pulverization.
Destroy, fist, thrash, apple,
Claw.
munch.
Yeah, this is really,
Sketchy?
yeah, it's really sketchy.
Is this how people usually make cider? Standing
Yeah.
back, afraid?
But these are all washed, and so these are they're good. If they go in, we can
good.
use them. That's all I'm saying.
It looks like we've got a Liberty,
Red Spy, and then
Freedom. Okay, should we fire it up?
I think we should stay optimistic.
all right.
Right, ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Whoa! Turn it off, turn it off. Oh, it landed right in Brooklyn's lap. Oh,
Did it?
Oh, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Oh, Brooklyn. Did you get hit by the apple?
Yeah, so that grinder doesn't work.
It's not working so hot. You all right, boss?
Lads?
She's good.
All right, that's good.
We obviously have to figure it out.
Yeah. We have to re-engineer it.
We're well on our way to making cider. Our press has been working pretty well. The only problem is the grinder that we put together got really excited and started launching apples. So we need to figure out how to make that work so that we can get that much closer to our fine beverage.
Oh man, the apples are great.
It's got a nice tartness to it.
Cheers to our failure.
Yeah, it wasn't a failure if we wanted to launch apples. It was a success. One solution might be to put more screws into it.
Oh yeah, the apple has to stay
And get mashed.
and mashed. So in here, a whole bunch of little wooden discs with a bunch of screws.
Yeah.
All right?
And then maybe a slightly more elegant hopper.
Okay, let's get to it.
Look at that.
Let's put some screws here and just throw apples at it.
It's not a bad idea. These are the little teeth that we're might. I think the apples are starting to ferment already.
Is that okay if apples ferment before we even put them in the press?
As long as there's no mold on the apples,
Yeah.
it's all right. They ferment on the ground. Sheep actually can get drunk by
Really?
eating the apples on the ground.
That's what's wrong with them.
And this is cinching down on the spindle.
There's a rotational bias
Right.
for like maximum efficiency. We ran it through the simulator.
Mike, can you check this out?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's so you can see the apples being chopped. It's also in case there's a clog, like in case there's a jam.
Well, it's also for the tours, right? For
Yeah.
when the tour groups come through.
That's right.
Gives them something to look at. This is looking a lot better than the last.
Yeah, it's pro. Check it out. I was just noticing it looks a little bit more like our original drawing. Too.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Oh yeah, look at them go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like when we fill up this whole thing with apples, the weight of all the other apples is gonna weight the ones that are being crushed down.
This is the story of how apple became cider. The apple fell off the tree into the grinder, got mulched all the way through, and then gets put into the barrel that's got the hemp bag inside to keep the pulp inside and the juice outside. And then we spin the big shaft, it presses the apples down into juice, and that is our cider. We're about to do it. Looks like seafood.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Whoa!
What?
Check it out. It's an automatic press.
All right.
I love your.
Nice
Hey.
Nobu, love the handle. Okay, that's
Going
in
in.
place.
Okay, let's start cranking then.
Yeah.
Look at the sides.
Oh yeah.
You can see the juice just oozing out of the bag. Oh, there goes. There goes.
Oh, you
hang
might
on,
slow down,
hang on.
slow down, slow down.
Okay, all right, sorry.
We might need another carboy.
This is great.
23 liters in a carboy, right?
Yep.
Gotta do this.
It'll be good to try it before we ferment it, just to get a sense of what it.
It smells
Alright.
great.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
This is good.
Mellow.
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good though.
5.7249 divided by 32.003.
Add a 2.4.
Add a 2.4, you get 6.5% alcohol.
We could go two routes, right? Are we going to go bottling it before it's completely fermented, or are we going to let it completely ferment and then bottle it with a little bit of bottling sugar and yeast?
By doing it the totally natural route, the odds are against us, right?
Yeah.
Have a lucky day is what he said. And, and so it's like winning the lottery if your cider works out.
Maybe we shouldn't play the lottery.
I'm feeling lucky.
Natural?
Yeah,
I'm
natural.
feeling lucky.
All right.
Let's go natural.
I'd prefer natural. I really dig how ancient all this is.
Yeah.
And how we seem to be getting, you know, like back into these kind of rustic grooves.
We could totally make like a large vat of kimchi right now.
Yeah, when they make sauerkraut, it's the barrel
Right.
lid with a rock on it, right?
Yeah.
And lots of newspaper.
Right, so it's like we're traveling the medieval, like we're going on a medieval vacation.
We haven't just made like a cider press. We've made a time machine.
This is the final phase before drinking. The cider has fermented, it's been bottled, and in 1 week we get to try it. Making an apple cider press is very much like making a time machine, an ancient process that is used to produce a beverage that is older than all of us. Making a barrel on a grinder is harder than it looks and requires patience. We've done it, we've mashed our apples, it's turned into cider, and for 3 weeks we've fermented it, bottled it, and letting it sit in the fridge for another week. It's time now to decide whether it has been our lucky day or not.
Brother Edelman.
Brother Donovan?
Brother Edelman, Martin,
Donovan.
Bros. You guys ready to try it?
All right, so should we all try this one first?
Yeah.
Let me pour you some.
Thanks. It smells sweet
Yeah, it does. It smells good.
and flowery.
It has a really unusual smell. Like, it doesn't smell like a cider that you would get in a store.
It smells like summer camp.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Summer camp. Like sailing on a a lake.
Like topsiders.
like
Yeah,
stuffy bunk bed.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
All right, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Our
Yeah.
first cider,
And
Yeah.
yeah.
and to many more.
Many
right.
more. That's all right.
It's tart.
And there's still a bit of sweetness to it,
There is.
so it's not entirely dry.
I like the carbonation too.
Mild. Like a very light pétillant, you know, like micro bubbles.
Tip of the tongue.
A bit of a bitter aftertaste.
Yeah.
You know?
But not unlike a really good beer.
Yeah.
You can still taste some of the original sugars.
Yeah.
And it's pleasant because the experience kind of creeps, like tip of the tongue, then to the back sides. It's kind of like the emptying of a movie theater.
You mean the stickiness in the floor?
I have to say, I'm really surprised that this tastes as good as it does.
Well, it's good that we made as much cider as we made.
We have tons.
I know. It's taking up a lot of room in the fridge, actually. One way of actually storing this for a little bit longer than just through the winter, I mean, we could concentrate it.
Like really concentrated?
Yeah, like really concentrate it.
A kind of a distillation process.
Yeah.
Like 15 to 1.
And then we could age it for, I don't know, 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me time to make that rocking chair that I was hoping to make, like way back. Remember that?
Right.
Sounds like a
Sounds
retirement
awesome.
plan to me.
Cheers.
Ta-da, 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 ta-da. So this is 20 years old. Oh. Quit hogging it. Let me have some. A little bit of backwash in there for you. Yeah.
Boys, that's the finest apple brandy. Well worth the wait. I think the apple brandy is dissolving my mustache.